Yo. Oh, there we go. All right, what's good, everybody? It's the GRAMO Goose. Get rich and
More,
move on. Members only podcast. Tap in. Got the big
yes.
buzzers with me today. Jew Bang, Ella Don. What's the word,
Yo,
fellas?
what's
Yeah,
good, bro? Blessed day to
what's
the
up,
world.
bro?
Ain't shit. How everybody feeling today, man?
Good. Happy Sunday, God's Day.
We good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Rain pain, but we
I,
alright. We good. We hanging.
it's raining right now. Cats and dogs up here where we at. Like I don't know about down bottom, but up here where we at, raining cats and dogs right now.
Yeah, we need that. I ain't feel like washing my car anyway. We needed that.
Yeah, probably cool up. It probably cool up a little bit now too, whatever and shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
coming up, bro.
Yeah, it's been hot. Yeah.
what we getting into today, fellas? I want to touch on something real quick about all this gun shit going on, man. Like, none of us ain't no strangers to that shit. Like, but this shit is getting out of line now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not a stranger when it comes to gun violence and shit like that. Like, I got shot twice, 2 different occasions, both times serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? First time I lost one of my good friends, R.P. Spank. You know what I'm saying? But like this shit is outrageous right
Rest
now.
in
Like, you know what I'm
peace.
saying? I'm not gonna sit up here and get into my story too much, whatever and shit like that. Like, but like I said, I was a victim of gun violence, whatever, 2 times, 2 different times, whatever and shit like that. I'm not no angel. I'm not here to try to make people feel sorry for me or none of that sucker shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went through what I went through. I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with and shit like that. Like, I go through my trials and tribulations and I triumph. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just bringing it up with all the gun violence going on because, like, my thing is like, it's too many parents these days burying their children, like, and that shit is ridiculous, like. And the shit that's really pissing me off, though, is like, it's the good kids that don't have nothing to do with nothing that's getting killed. It's not the motherfuckers, not the people that got something to do with the situation.
That's a fact.
It's innocent people. Yeah, like, so it's like this shit is getting
I got a
like
question.
this is getting around. Like back in the days, like you got too many 11-year-olds.
I want
Yeah.
My fault. I got a question. I want both of y'all opinion though too, cause what do y'all think is like root cause of like the mentality come from for these little dudes to be out here having this type of energy for so much gun violence? Where y'all think it come from? What y'all think is the energy or the reason behind it? Like,
To me, it's no guidance.
yep.
In my perspective, ain't no guidance. They don't have no guidance. It's like when I came up, certain things we couldn't do. You had a sanction to go to certain dudes and do certain things. Even when when it came about gangs and bloods and all that starting the island and it fizzed out to the street, you still had to go to people. Still had to go to dudes before you did something. Now is just you can do what you want to do. Nobody says nothing. Everybody standing aside, watch until it hits them. So one of their family members get hit. Then it's a problem. You understand?
Right,
people don't know how to step up and say nothing no more. Everybody's watched things happen. As many times I used to be when I was young. The older dudes see something great go on and they know it's going to be bigger than what's supposed to be. They step in the middle like, nah. No. Y'all ain't going to do that. We ain't doing none of that. This and the third. And we had to listen because it was either we go against the grain or we stay with the grain. And it was either which one you're going to go to. You know what I mean? Nobody's saying nothing no more. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Let me see what go on. Let me see how this is gonna play out. And when it plays out and it goes wrong, everybody has something to say.
Everybody starts singing that sad song.
And
everybody starts singing that sad. When it must go wrong, everybody starts singing that sad song. Want to light candles and have a drink and shit like that. Like,
people don't stop their kids neither. I got a kid that's kind of out of control, you know what I mean? But I check him. After I check him, whatever he do after that, he does. But at the same time, I'll never be on TV talking about, oh, my kid was a good kid, this, that, and the third. I'm not going to sit there and say he deserved it. But at the same time, I'm sitting there apologizing to the parents and things like that. You get what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and say my kid was an angel. No. You can't
not
do
to
that.
cut your wisdom, not to cut your wisdom, but some people be proud that they child got a reputation in the streets. Like that shit is
Right.
cool or something. A lot of these
Right.
parents like that shit ain't cool. Like,
Right.
now when that shit happens to your kid, you gonna be the one crying and boo-hoo and shit like that. Like, but your kid is out there doing X, Y, Z. You fine and dandy with that. But I'm pretty sure. Like, listen, everybody knows what their kid is doing. If my grandmother could sit in that fucking house every day, all day in that wheelchair, looking out that fucking window, and know everything I did without even coming outside.
I'm gonna let you finish.
If she can know everything I did without even coming outside, and she found out everything I did, these fucking parents know their kids is out there doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so don't wait until it's too late. Like, get your kids.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, boy.
Times changed the rule, right? Because maybe, because even when I was coming up, y'all right. The OGs would catch the young boys and they would stop certain things. They would know what's going on before it happened. All of those things, right? Now it's not like that, bro. It was certain things I was doing in my mom. It didn't go back to her house, bro. The only way she knew what I was doing is because I got locked up and the police came to her house and said this was the only reason. So it is an upside to that where it's a lot of kids outside because the parents, whatever their situation is, my mom's mother, so she gotta work, she gotta do what she gotta do to take care of us. So she don't really even got the time to actually be to make sure we up to the, you know what I'm saying, to know exactly what we do, because she just gotta provide. Not even so much that she don't want to be a good mother or whatever the case may be. She just literally don't got the time because she gotta work to provide. So that's just, that's a devil's advocate. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, with me, it took a long time for my mom to figure it out. You know what I mean? It was from elders telling her, but my mom's the type, if she didn't really see me do it, and she was into work, taking care of 3 kids, take care of home. Police was coming to her crib at first. So she didn't really she would come and ask, and I'm like, Ma, nah, it wasn't that, and it was none of that. I had nothing to do with that. But when she did find out, you heard, know what I mean? My mom didn't glorify that. She didn't glorify that. My son in the street doing X, Y, Z, or this, that, and the third. My mom's against all that. My mom's the type, like, if I came in the house and I gave her money for a bill, she didn't take it. She was that type. Like, if it wasn't clean, she wasn't messing with it, bro. And that's how it was. Right. But at the same time, a lot of parents let shit come to their crib. Like, my son gangster. I see a lot of dudes do it. They live off their kid. Oh, my kid gangster. My kid doing Nah, you can't do that, bro. There's no way you could do that because it all comes back to you. It comes back to you because nowadays, when your kid do something, they see the pops, they'll let the pops have it. So now, where did you stop it at? It just went on. Right. Now your son didn't get shot or jumped or stabbed. You did, but you sitting there glorified. You can't glorify it. If you glorify that, whatever happens in between that, you gotta handle that. That's how I see it. And nobody's not taking the blame of nothing. Ain't no ratting enough, but you gotta take the blame of your kid. Like my kid, I take the blame of my kid. That's my kid. That's not nobody else's kid. If my kid do something to hurt somebody else, I'm not going to the other parent. Oh, your son did this is why my son did that. No, my son is in the wrong. Well, as if your son was in the wrong, so I'm going at my son. I'm trying to devour that from trying to get between that, trying to stop it. Actually,
that's part of the problem for sure. That the fathers ain't taking responsibility and going out there and getting their sons off the streets. I 100% agree with that. That's facts.
That goes with whoever the guardian though. Like whoever the big guardian is, like supposed to take responsibility for this. Like
it do. But you know the difference when pops coming to snatch, when your mom's coming to snatch you up. It's not the same, bro. Like if my pops was coming to,
yeah, I feel that one. If my pop was coming to grab me more than my mom would, even though I was scared the shit out of my mom's, but if my pops would have grabbed me up as a male in the crib, there was no real male in the crib except my brother, and that was kind of crazy to me. My brother was my pops, but he was in the street learning what I was learning. We're only 4 years apart.
He was outside.
You know what I mean? He was already outside. So
outside. My brother was outside, bro. My brother was outside.
Know what I mean? So how much could he really?
I was learning how to be outside. That's it.
There you go.
But I don't want to really go too far off the topic though. Like I was saying earlier, like I'm just kind of upset with all these kids getting killed, whatever, and shit like that. Like that's my whole thing. That's why I put this topic up to y'all. Like, it's sad, bro. Like when you doing everything that you're doing for your child, you providing for your child, you making sure your child's got a level head on them and shit like that. Then to turn around, lose your child to something that ain't got nothing to do with it, to the streets. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, because somebody else is not doing their job with their child. You understand what I'm saying? And back in the day, like I said, there's too many innocent kids, innocent elders. Everybody's dying from fucking straight bullets these days, like, because motherfuckers don't know how to shoot. And motherfuckers are scared to run up on a motherfucker that they got beef with. We can't. It's always going to be beef. It's always going to be beef. It's always going to be problems. But most of the shit be fucking over nonsense anyway. Motherfuckers color bang. The only color that really matters is green. Get the bag, take care of your family and shit like that. But like falls like everything else with these kids and parents burying their kids and good kids at that don't have nothing to do with the streets. Like these kids that's in the streets, they parents got to get them before the streets get them, before it's too late. Because you think your son's gonna be out there doing X, Y, Z forever? Like I knew I was gonna be out there doing X, Y, Z forever. I always had in the back of my mind while I was out there running around doing all the other shit I was doing, that I could get killed, I can get shot, I can go to jail. I was built for it. I built my mentality for it already. Like, so I knew it was ahead, what lies ahead, and this shit came to fruition. And shit like that. I got shot twice. God kept me here for a reason both times. Like, so if I could help out, like just get my words to the youth, whatever, shit like that, like, and I could touch one kid, two kids, three kids. You ain't gonna touch everybody and shit like that, but like, it's all about just getting through to some, like, and the little bit you get through to, hopefully they prosper. Like, cause like I said, this shit is sad, my nigga. Like, you got the 12-year-old girl, Eliza Spencer, that got killed out here. She go to the same middle school as my niece. She's 12 years old. You got the 11-year-old girl just got killed in the Bronx. You got two kids, 122, 119, ex-college basketball player. They get killed. Car get burned, set on fire, and everything after they got shot, like in the Bronx. Like, so it's so much. It's just so much going on in the world right now. Like with like innocent people, like just getting killed. Like, not saying that they was innocent, whatever, because I don't know what they was out there doing for more. Because obviously you had to be doing something for somebody to do that. But condolences to their family, whatever, and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to everybody that lost somebody and shit like that. But it's just sad, man. Like, and you gotta, like I said, you gotta get your kids. People gotta get their kids before the streets get them. Because the streets don't love your kids. Nah. Only you love your kids. The streets don't love your kids. Only you love your kids. Like,
that's a fact.
That's real. So you can play around, let your son or whoever run around the streets like they gangster and this, that, around. Like, when it comes back, they're gonna be one crying. Just like your son is out there making everybody else cry, shit like that. If it comes back and hits your home, you're gonna be one crying now.
She come back in a full circle.
So to prevent that, like,
that's a fact.
Why not be a parent full time? Like, as a parent, that's a full-time job. No matter if you got a job providing for them or not, you still got to be a parent.
Yes, you do.
No matter if you're working to provide for your kids or not, you still got to make time to be a parent. You still got to talk to them, pick their brain, see what they doing in the streets, see who they hanging around. You got to keep a keen ear out and a keen eye out. Know what I'm saying? To see who your child's around, or listen, see if you hear your child name circulating bullshit, whatever the case may be. Like,
I could say that that's easier said, bro.
It's not. It's not because word of mouth travels, bro. As soon as somebody do something, everybody know who did it. So what you talking about? Everybody know who did it as soon as they do it. Word of mouth travels, so you know what your kids is doing.
Yes.
If everybody else in the streets know your kid let that hammer go, you know your kid let that hammer go.
Yeah.
Facts. Word of mouth travels, bro. So you can't say that, bro.
Facts.
As soon as that hammer fly, everybody know who let that shot go, right or wrong.
Even with mine, grandma, I'm going to cut you off, grandma. Even with mine, out here in Bing, everything I found out from a lot of dudes I was around that know me because I'm cool. That what my son was doing. And I mean the same, like an hour, like 10 to 20 minutes later, dude come knock, I'm not police, they'll come knock on my door. Like, yo, son, you know your son out here doing X, Y, Z? Know what I mean? So I knew what my son was doing, and I was getting at him all the time. But the only thing to me, I see what it is. The kids now, like me, I listen to my elders. Like my elders knew more than me. It didn't have to be my parents.
Not to cut your wisdom real quick, but let me say this real quick, and you go right back to what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
The elders these days, they either scared of the young boys or they trying to be with the young boys.
Yes.
They're not trying to give them the wisdom and school them, don't do this, don't do that. It's either one or the other, because most of these elders that I've seen, that I came up underneath, they either got jobs now, switch their lives around, or they just got fucking soft. One or the other.
Yeah, you're right.
One or the other. If you got soft, or you just working, trying to provide for your family, you out of the way, which is fine and dandy. Or you got soft. Now you one of them elder niggas, now you letting the little niggas do shit to you and shit like that. Everybody doing something to you now, shit like that, because you got all the soft. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So that's the problem with the elders now. It wasn't like when we was young. Anybody would grab you up and bring you to your crib, shake you up, bring you to your crib. They not doing that no more. You try to shake one of these little niggas up now, they gonna boom you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. To them, the elders don't mean nothing. And that comes back to music. I hear music a lot. Yeah, the older dudes we get at it's like crazy. And I'm like, huh? Like me personally, none of my elders I really went at. I'd rather, if I have nothing good to say or nothing good to say back, I bounce from them. No me I just left. I didn't argue with them. I kept it moving.
I'm trying to switch to my phone.
You know what I'm saying? And the younger dudes now is like,
I'll give you two.
Yeah, they look at us like we lames, like we don't know nothing. Like we just, what we saying is out the loop, unless we in the loop with them. Like if you ain't in the loop with them doing what they doing, and you're an elder, even if you was a elder with a name, if you're not in the loop with none of that bullshit, they ain't paying you no attention.
I'm gonna say it like this: like all these little niggas, all these young brothers, they look at the elders like we outdated.
Yeah,
you understand what I mean? Like if you older than any one of these young dudes, like they go look at you like you outdated, like you an OG, like to them, like you know what I'm saying, like you out of the way, you walked up, whatever the case may be. They out, like, you know what I'm saying, like. So, but like I said, man, it's just like people just really need to get a hold of their kids, man. Like I said, like if we know everything the fuck that's going on, they know what their kids is doing too. Like same way we find out who did XYZ, they go ahead about it too.
Hell yeah.
So they can't sit up there and say, oh, I didn't know my son was doing this, my son was doing that. You know what your fucking son is doing. You know your son is in a gang. You know your son is coming out with gang members. You know your son is out on the streets doing XYZ.
So that's the problem then.
Wait.
So that's one of the problems then. The fathers ain't going out getting their kids off the streets. Y'all niggas ain't going to get
no, it's not just the fathers. The mothers involved in that kid.
It's not even the fathers. Carry the load.
The mothers involved.
My bad.
Listen,
parents. My bad.
If the kid not scared of nobody else, they supposed to be scared of their fucking parents.
Yeah, basically.
If you ain't scared of nobody else, you're supposed to be scared of your parents. I was scared to death of my moms and pops when I was a little nigga.
Me too. And scared of my moms. Scared of her.
I was scared of my moms a little bit, but when I got a little older, I wasn't scared of her no more. I think if my pops was around, I would have been scared of him and not her. Like I wasn't scared of her at some point. Like I was like, yo,
I said the same thing.
No I had fights that niggas hit me harder than my moms do. So was she gonna whip my ass? Okay, was she gonna put me on punishment? I don't care. I'm gonna sneak out the crib. I'm gonna still do that. You understand? Yeah, I was a rebellious teen. I'm not gonna sit here and say, and I was a good kid. I wasn't a bad kid. I was a good kid, and I was still rebellious. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to put it on fathers. I'm not trying to do that. I'm saying that I am a father with 2 sons, and I want to be 100% hands-on and present because I know that if mine was, it might have been different. I might have did things differently. I'm not saying that my mom, but my mom couldn't do it by herself. My brother used to run away.
Yeah.
Nigga, my sister, all that niggas didn't care at some point, bro. Like, and it's like, Mom, you 5'3", 110 pounds. Like, you can't really hurt me. I love you.
Like,
and that's what it is, bro, real talk.
I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying right now, Grandma, because like my mom's, when I first got in the streets, I did a lot of bullshit. I ain't gonna get into everything. I was out there running around. But my mom's like, she ain't agree with nothing I was doing. My grandparents, they try to go upside my head and shit like that. But it gets to a point where they're like, you know what? That's what you want to do? You want to be like your uncles? You want to be like your father? You want to be like XYZ? Go ahead. I wish you the best. I love you, that, all of that, but I'm not gonna keep wasting my energy. Not saying that they wasting their energy, because they trying to give you the proper love, the proper guidance before you go through the bullshit. But we so hard-headed and so naive because we young, we think we know every fucking thing, that we don't listen. We getting a couple hours, we getting some Uchi, we getting some Uchi Wally, we getting a couple dollars, like everything fine and dandy. So we looking at them like, man, nobody can't really tell me nothing. But at the end of the day, we was still going to their crib, going to sleep and shit like that. Like,
no, that's a
you understand what I'm saying? Like, but I wish I could go back and do things over, but I can't. But that's why I'm here now, like, to try to like give my portion of myself, just like y'all trying to give y'all portion of yourself to the youth, whatever the case may be, because this shit is out of control, bro. Like, and I'm like I said, I'm really tired of seeing innocent kids, the good kids, not even the fucking kids that's out there running around doing knucklehead shit. It's the good kids that's dying and shit like that. And that shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, really, because, and my whole thing, on my perspective on that, I'm gonna let y'all go from there. Back in the days, if you would have did some shit like that where I'm from in Queensbridge or anywhere, listen. If you would have did some shit like that anywhere in New York fucking City, any fucking borough of New York City, the whole hood would have exiled you and your family from the hood. After you done shot a 11-year-old girl, or you killed a 12-year-old girl, or you killed a 11-year-old girl that had nothing to do with your fucking beat. You know why they exiled you? For one, nobody's making no money until police catch that nigga. That's number one. Number two, everybody's looking at it like, yo, that could have been my daughter, my niece, my little cousin, whoever.
Facts.
Yeah.
So motherfucker would have got exiled back in the days. Like, now, it's so fucking sweet. Everybody, these niggas probably get rewarded for doing stupid shit like that. Or some bust his gun.
They do. They get
some bust his gun.
Yeah.
Some bust his gun. Some bust his fucking gun and killed a fucking innocent victim. They had nothing to do with nothing. You don't get no fucking points for that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And even if you little
innocent kid.
And even if you did hit your intended target, you still don't get no fucking points for that, because 9 times out of 10 the beat ain't about nothing.
You ain't tough for that. That's not tough. That's weird, bro.
Beef ain't about shit. It's not really.
And like I said, 9 times out of 10 the beef ain't about nothing. They color bang. The only color that matters is green. Get the bag, take care of your family. They color bang. They want to bang over colors. You got this color on, I got this color on. Man, that shit is corny. Get your bag. Green is the only color that matters. Green. Money.
It's the only color you should fight for. Green and your black skin. That's it. Black and green.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Your black ass skin and the green in your pocket.
They got this shit out of context.
Beefing and shooting for.
They got it out of they got it out of context. Like it's like this generation now.
Not going at the real enemy, but that's another podcast. But you're not going at the real enemy. That's why too.
Yeah,
they not.
Go ahead, Juju. My fault.
Listen, you're pop. The dudes will pop me first, right? But they won't pop the other side. No other side. You'll go against me. That's like saying you know how two dudes walking past each other, right? Mm-hmm. One dude to say what up, the other dude to ice grill him. But let that be the other side. Say how you doing? Good morning. They'll say hi, good morning.
Yeah.
I'm the enemy. You with me? Why I'm the enemy? You don't even know me.
I'm gonna answer the question because we see each other through their eyes.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like we've not, and it's like that's when we get deep into it. But we won't go there. We've been like it's been programmed a certain kind of way for us to see each other as competition and enemies versus as allies and friends, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like.
I got you.
We literally the only people that do it. You could check around the world, every kind of race, religion, I don't care what they are, bro. They stick together, bro. We just don't do that shit, bro. We don't do it, bro.
We don't do it.
We don't whatsoever, bro.
We don't.
And then the funny shit is, the funny shit is, dudes is getting guns, right? I understand. Guns been shooting around here since I was young, before I was born. You know what I mean? Like, but it was a respecting about certain things. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no respect or no loyalty. Why ain't no respect or no loyalty? Because when I came up, right, the rappers glorified the dude on the corner. They got their dressing and everything from the dude in the corner. Even half of their stories they got from inside the PJs, the dudes that was doing that. Dude, and know what I mean? Dudes outside the PJs, dudes in the corner that's really doing that. A lot of rappers got that from that. Now the rappers,
that's what Buzzin touched on in the last episode. He told
yeah.
him, like,
So
yeah, I touched on that. Like,
now it's switched. Now it's the other way around. Like,
yeah,
the
it's the
street
way
niggas
around.
is the rappers now. Like,
yeah, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Why? Because like, I could say like when it come down to parents and things like that, they look at things sideways. They'll rather glorify a pair of red bottoms, you get what I'm saying, and then take care of their household. You get what I mean? A lot of parents now is like doing like, hey, let my kid go outside. Let my kid go do this. Let my kid go do this. Nah. They have no structure. The kids have no structure. They structure to them is this the rap music. Or the dude that's next to him that's
YouTube, bro. It's social media. It's everything they see on it's the but that's like not new, respectfully. Like, that's a thing that's been like, it's been designed this way. Like,
but we didn't take it like that.
Years and years,
I think
bro.
we need to take the cell phones and the tablets and all that from the kids and send the kids outside.
I mean, yeah and no, though, right? Yeah. But no, I'd rather my kid be in the house on the tablet not getting shot by stray bullets, bro.
But nah, but I'm saying, understand that.
I'd rather my little 16-year-old nephew stay in the house and play video games all night like he do than be outside these little knuckleheads.
You know,
that's why I do. That's why whenever he called me, I go over there running for him. I don't have no kids. I love my nieces and nephews to death. When that little motherfucker, he's 16, he ain't no gangs, nothing. All he want to do is play his video games, take care of his little brother and sister. When he called me, he needs anything, I run and give it to him. But I got it.
I understand. I just that I was brought up different. We had a video game in my house, and it collected dust every year. You know what I mean? And it didn't. You know what I mean? We was outside, like not doing nothing bad. Like I was in St. John's Park. I was in the pool. I was doing this. We got in little fights, but it wasn't really like that. You know what I mean? It was over you ranking on me, and I ain't like the way you ranked on me. Probably got in a fight or something. You get what I mean? It wasn't like all the other shit. We did a lot of other shit. We didn't, know what I mean? Bike ride and stuff like that, nigga. Well, I go to other hoods on my bike. Me and my mans be in the sky somewhere.
But they got something to do with this, man. It's their fault. They got something to do with it too, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of blame myself too.
Listen, no, I'm telling you, because I'm the generation gap between y'all and then the next ones that's coming up, right?
There you go, right.
I'm telling you when it changed, bro. It changed when gangs got outside crazy, bro. Cause I couldn't. If I had this shit on, walking through a blood neighborhood, bro, I would have got jumped, even if I wasn't in no gang, bro. That's how it started, bro. I'm trying to tell you, my nigga. That color, you said it right.
You definitely walk started it, bro. You definitely gonna walk some cars in the city with colors on. Like the niggas are definitely asking for that red.
Like, certain colors, certain this, certain that. You
and
just like, oh, you this.
Listen, the bullshit is though.
What's cracking you that?
It started getting wild. It started getting wild. Like when it came to that blood shit, Crip, gang stuff, right? When it started in C73, when I was on the island, right? It started from because the Latin Kings was to get tough. Yeah, it was laser tag. It was going on. This is the third. It kind of started getting bigger and whatever. But certain things you couldn't do. Like the elders from that, you had to do certain things. You just couldn't get put in a game. Now people are friended in, this, that, and the third. No, they don't even know their lessons, nothing. You couldn't do that before. You didn't know your lessons. Listen, boy, you was wilding
on social, and you gang. All you gotta do is have a little bit of money, a little bit of clout. You could be,
and that's wrong.
Different. It was requirements. Then I understand that. But I'm saying that's when I feel like the gap kind of like where it got crazy.
Yeah, everybody tough.
Where it got crazy to be outside was when you was begging because you had to pick a side, bro.
You had to
pick a side, bro. You literally
had to pick a side, bro.
If neutral niggas wasn't good, you wasn't walking around like, oh yeah, I'm regular, so you good.
It wasn't. That's why I had to put in extra, bro. Because I was
real, bro.
Nah,
so I always had to put in extra.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. When it first started, neutral dudes, it was a lot of dudes when Bloods first started that was neutral. And you know what I mean? A lot of the Blood dudes that turned Blood when I was on the island, come through up north and all that, they didn't even need to come Blood because actually dudes by themselves without being in a gang was locking houses down. locking houses down, locking the jail now. And you know what I mean? Dudes didn't really need that anyway. Actually, to me, they didn't really need that. Know what I mean? Because like Legend always say, it was the gangster niggas, it was the niggas that's then you had the bitch ass niggas. You get what I mean? And then everybody played their lane. You get what I'm saying? So everybody respected for what where you was at, everybody respected what you was. Now, I don't know. I don't know how it goes.
Man, I'm telling you that gap in between. Go ahead, Les. My fault. Go ahead,
let me comment on the gangs real quick, man. Like, quick message to all the gangs and shit like that. Like, my thing is, like, I don't really see nothing wrong. I see things wrong with the gangs, and I'm not really gonna get into what I see wrong with the gang. But if you all gonna be in the gang, at least make that shit beneficial for your community, like the Bloods in Cali. Like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a prime example. We had Bone in Queensbridge with us. Bone is a California Blood that was in the movie Training Day. One of my people's late from Queensbridge, brought him to the hood, whatever and shit like that. He was chopping the little homies, and he was letting the homies out there know how they structured on the West and shit like that. And he told them, how you think I got in the movie Training Day? When the movie producers came to our neighborhood, talking about they filming, we told them, me and my homies can't get a fucking part in this movie. Y'all not filming nothing in our community. They structured. Yeah. They making it work they making it work to where they homies is going to get a bag. You still got the little knuckleheads, but
the community.
Yeah, but you still got the little knuckleheads. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, they structure to the point where they gonna make sure they put their homies in a position to get a bag. The motherfuckers on the East, these motherfuckers on the East, they just go throw you away. You disposable. They go send you on your mission because you the lowest ranking motherfucker. They go send you a little mission. Do what you gotta do. Next thing you know, you up north somewhere on the moon. They still home chilling. Ain't sending you a dime or nothing. So you did all that for what? A fucking color? Just to be down with a color? You ain't get no money out of it or nothing? You know what I'm saying? So if you are gonna be in a gang, that's my whole thing to the gangs, not just the Bloods, the Crips too, but I know more Crips that's structured than Bloods, and that shit is crazy. Whether it's like that, like it's supposed to be hand in hand. And to tell the truth, if everybody fucking was to bend together and put all the bullshit to the side, there's no way we could be stopped. But it would never be that way because it's too many egos.
Now look, there you go. You hit it on the head. I mean to cut your wisdom, but then you hit it on the head because that's the problem right there.
Yeah, it's just too many egos, too much pride, and everybody want to be the chief. There's no Indians. You understand what I'm saying?
And if you want to keep it real, like we ain't come up with gangs, like we fake did, but it was sprinkled in because it's always infiltrated, right? So it was actually that's part of keeping us apart. They knew what they were doing with that. Let's talk heavy. They knew too.
Like me and my crew, we wasn't really a gang. We had little block crews and shit like that. And we wasn't structured to the point, but where if people coming out of neighborhoods building things, like we would run down on them, like, yo, we need certain people on this site. Like you gotta get such and such amount of people from our neighborhood on this site. Like you gotta keep it in the community. And that's what people they're not doing that out here on the East. Like they'll let anybody come open up anything in their neighborhood. Like I always like when I speak to Ron, me and Ron, we still cool to this day. We speak here and there. And every time I speak to him, I'm like, yo, bro, you in position. Like if I was in your position, I would do XYZ. Like, but I can't expect everybody to do what the fuck I would do because they're in position. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but I know what I would do if I was in that position where I got the bag and shit like that. Like I'm gonna make sure that most of these little dudes got somewhere to go to, like a trade school or something like that for free, especially in my community. Everybody, you send your sons over here. I'm gonna teach them how to fight. You got, you understand what I'm saying? Like self-defense classes. We got trades, but they can pick up for free, like whatever you want to do. We got it. Like we got it covered. Like, and that's what it's all about. You gotta teach these kids something different besides the norm because they believe in that street shit is the norm, and the streets don't love none of us.
Yeah, not at all.
The streets will love you. They'll love you while you're moving around, moving and grooving, shaking and baking. But as soon as that motherfucker snatch that shit from on the fucking feet, everybody gonna forget about it. But nobody, it's the next person up.
It's fake love.
Yeah.
It's fake love.
It's not real, but not only that, it's always somebody that's gonna come right behind you and take your fucking position.
No,
it's always another person. It's all, like you said earlier, before we got on the podcast, he's like, yo, everybody trying to do X, Y, Z. It's always the next person up. So you always gotta do what you do, stay a step ahead, and just keep it pushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Because like that shit is outrageous.
That's why too. No, my fault to cut your wisdom, but that's why I said this on the last podcast. I'm gonna say it again. This is why niggas gotta develop skills that don't require you to be on the streets, bro. Period.
That's what I just
Can't
said.
nobody take your business from you, bro. Can't nobody take your investments from you, bro. Can't nobody take your real estate properties from you, bro. They can't do that. If you doing your right business and handling your hand, they can't take your stuff.
Nah, they can't take nothing. Nah, they can't.
Come on, bro.
But like what Legend said, I feel less said, but like that's just like today I changed my brakes. I learned how to change my brakes when I was like 10 years old from a dude on my block, Monroe. Know me? Monroe Sis truck. Yeah, he showed me how to change brakes. That's when I was 10, 11 years old.
Monroe.
Yeah, know what I mean? That's my family's pops, know what I mean? And that's how he fed his family. By outside taking every day, a lot of cars lined up, taking care of cars instead of third. Know what I mean? And shout out to my man, shout out to Brucey, showed me how to put music in. I was young. But the elders showed us shit. Even if you didn't right then and there take it in, they were showing us, like, know what I mean? I was eager to be around them, like, oh, how you do that? How you do that? Know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. But now the elders now is selfish. It's all that word, me. Know what I mean? Because like me, I don't like kids up here where I'm at, respect me. Even though whatever my son do, they respect me. Know what I mean? They respect me because I respect them. I can have a conversation with them. I can have a conversation and it's a deep conversation and they understand and I can explain it to them and they take it. Oh, that's such dad. Yeah, he mad cool. He always talking positive. That's what it is. Know what I mean? If I see a kid make a mistake, why not pull him aside? Listen. Nah, bro, you don't do it like that. You do it like such. Ain't nobody doing that no more. They'll walk past while they doing it. Know what I mean? But little people know in generations as it go along, it's gonna bite them and it bites them in the ass. That's the people that be on the news or always talking shit. Oh, these little niggas, no, take your time. It might take that one little one you go to poly with to change his mans. Know what I mean? Nah, we're not going to do it like this. OG told me how to do it like this, and but I'm doing it. Look what I'm doing. It takes that one, but nobody takes that one. Everybody look at them as bad kids. Ain't no bad kids actually. It's just they misguided. The same way like we misguided sometimes.
They don't have no alternatives, no, bro. This is why I keep saying this, and I know I'm sounding like a broken record, bro. But this shit only happens in the streets, bro.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that we was misguided because all of our parents try to guide us the right way.
No, I always tell you, my fault. I'm gonna let you finish too. My fault, 2 seconds. But just answer what you're saying, because I always tell Juju this. They did with the information that they had, and they did the best they could, bro. So you're right, bro. Go ahead, that's my fault. That's all they did.
I don't believe that we was misguided because everybody parents, like I don't know y'all parents, God bless, whatever, but I'm pretty sure they try to keep y'all on the straight and narrow, like mine did, like. So,
indeed, so
my whole, like, that shit just comes along with like us believing in the bullshit when we walk out them doors out our cribs. So when we walk outside, what we see? We see the niggas outside getting the money with chains on, getting all the girls and shit like that. Like, and we think that's the norm because of where we at. You understand what I'm saying? And we've been there so long.
So environment, but that's going with the information that you got. That's what you see. That's what you think it is.
So now the parent, like you said earlier, like you said earlier, Grandma, if the parent is working, trying to provide, and them kids is going outside that door without their parents, and they seeing what's going on around them,
that's their teacher.
It's like the norm. Exactly.
But yo,
that's the norm.
I put you like this. I was a late bloomer in the streets. You know what I mean? Because of my brother and my mom. You know what I mean? I was a late bloomer. I knew about the streets, saw it. You know what I mean? It looked fun and all that. But I was a late bloomer to that. Why I was a late bloomer? Because what my mom instilled in me. You know what I mean? I didn't care what dudes did in the car. It looked fun. It looked fun. Dudes had jewelry, cars. But the way my mom structured me, like, yo, that's only good for a second. That's not good too long. And then when I started seeing dudes in my hood, like you see them on the corner one day, now I don't see them on the corner. Now they gone, they locked up, and I don't see them for years. It was bugging me out, like what the and to get what I mean?
Look at the funny shit to that though. He comes home and be rewarded, so everybody's seeing that like it's cool to go to jail.
It's okay.
The kids are seeing that. The kids are seeing that. This nigga coming home being rewarded. Like the kids see that. Oh, that's OG. I remember OG instead of throwing around like, your son get busy back in the day. Son did 10, 20 years like, and they think that shit is cool.
And then I had uncles that was like, one of my uncles left when I was young. I didn't see him until I was a teenager. You know what I mean? He left like when I was like 8, 9, and I didn't see this man till I was about 16, 17. You get what I mean? Or sometime longer than that. But at the same time, as my elders as them, they never glorified it. They always came to me, listen, that's not gonna work, and explain the jail shit to me. I knew about the jail. I knew about jail and all that at a young age, like with the ins and outs and all this. They really explained it to me. You know what I mean? And they explained both sides of life to me. I was always getting explained that. Like I had my mom, she was Christian, and my uncle was a Muslim. That was a, you know what I mean? Like it's always bump heads. They love each other, but when it come out of kids talking, me and my mom always bump heads. Like my mom understand the Muslim, didn't understand about the righteousness of being Muslim. She understood being Christian. So it was always a bump of heads, you know what I mean? So it came to the point like if he wanted to talk to me, talk me outside. He didn't come to me like in front of my mom.
I fought to cut your wisdom, Happy, but look, I just got something from that too. Cause look, you said something that's very important. You said your mom was a Christian, your uncle was a Muslim, so you had the religion in your house, so you had something to, bro. When the last time you ever seen a young black boy think about even talking about going to church or going to something? Not saying that that's gonna save them. I'm just saying that they don't even fear God no more, bro. Like that was the thing back then. Like growing up, they made you at least fear God. At least you thought, like, nigga, if I did this, shit, God gonna do this. God gonna. Let's keep it real, bro. They don't even fear God no more, bro.
Nah, they don't.
That's the creator of all, like. That's the creator of all, like. So, like, you don't fear your parents, like. You just,
God, bro.
like,
Who's your parents? Who's the older nigga in the street? Who's the big homie? Who's that? No, none of them matter. They don't even fear God. They laugh at pastors and preachers, bro.
Yes, they do.
Yes, the same way they should laugh at their big homie, though, like. If you laugh at a pastor and preacher,
come on, bro.
You should laugh at your big homie. Like, why would you laugh at somebody? Why would you laugh at somebody that's trying to keep
the YouTube? Hold on, my fault. Let me make a disclaimer to YouTube. We don't bash nobody.
Whatever
you believe in, and that's cool and all that stuff. It's not a religion bash thing. I'm just saying.
Nah, we're not religion bashing at all. Whatever you believe in, that's what you believe in.
But you believe it. I'm God's child. No,
why would you go against somebody that's trying to lead you the right way, and then go with someone who's leading you straight to the fucking hellfire, like
to the hellfire,
straight to the line, straight to the lions. Then they lead you straight to the lions. Then, like,
look what you say.
Because, like,
look, you know why it's like that? Because
hold on. My whole thing is like,
hold on. Go ahead, lads.
Everybody's not gonna survive, bro. Like I said, I've been shot twice, 2 different occasions, both times serious. I got shot in my stomach twice the first time, lost one of my good friends. This time I got shot in 2018 7 times, bro. Like I said, I'm not here trying to promote that shit or brag about it or make people feel sorry for me. No, I'm one of God's favorites. That's why I'm still here. And I'm gonna talk my shit, like, whether you listen or not, I don't care. As long as I get through with somebody's child, like, that's all that matters. Like, you want to go through what I went through? I was in the hospital for 8 months, in a wheelchair for fucking 2.5 years, like, and now I'm on a walker. You want to go through what I'm going through? I got 4 state numbers. Been in jail 4 different times, 4 different numbers. I'm not proud of none of that shit neither. You want to go through what I went through? Everybody's not built to survive. So get your kids before it's too late. That's my whole thing. It's kids killing kids. The kid that killed the 11-year-old girl in the Bronx, he was 14.
They was kids. He was
15, come on, my nigga, he's 14.
That's a fact.
14, 15 years old, some shit like that. Like, killed the 11-year-old girl. Like, you serious? This is a kid killing another kid. Like, where's his parents at?
Facts.
Right. That's why I said you heard.
But the sad thing about it, they said the parents tried to hide the nigga out in the hotel or some shit like that. Like,
I'm not doing that. My kid gotta get away from me.
And they had a little something. But that goes back to saying that I think what I said earlier, most of these parents, they love that their kid in the street is respected in the streets. Because to make them come outside the type of way they can talk they shit. Because most of these fucking parents are still kids they sell.
They're right.
Yeah.
They still have a kid mentality themselves.
Yes, they do.
They still want to go to the clubs every weekend. They still want to be on the block when it's nice with their little ice cups and shit like that.
Grandma got the kids and they in
nobody's
the club,
watching it. No, even the kids, but even if grandma don't got the kids and the kids is with them. They got their ice cups and the kids are somewhere else doing what they doing.
I see them.
The kids, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit is nasty, my nigga. Like, this shit is nasty. Get your kids from the streets, get your kids from the streets, get your kids. You're gonna be crying and boohooing like them innocent parents who kids got killed. That shit is sad. You're gonna be crying and boohooing just like them, and your kids are fucking cancer out here. Don't cry and boohoo when you know your kid is a cancer, when you can fucking scrape that cancer out right now and nip it in the bud.
Right.
Before that shit spread.
Yeah.
Do that surgery now before it's too late. Like, you won't wait till you get shot or some stupid shit like that. Like I said, everybody don't survive.
Nope, I survived. I got shot.
I done seen niggas go to jail. Listen, I done seen niggas go to jail with 1 and 3s. I done seen niggas go to jail with 1 and 3s and turn that shit into fucking 15 years.
Dying that
they trying to be down and trying to press everybody in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit's not cool. There's nothing cool about that. We gotta learn how to teach these kids to break that cycle where they think that shit is cool, because that shit ain't fucking cool. And like I said, everybody's not gonna survive, and everybody's not tough enough to get through that shit. Bullets hurt. You got hit before. I got hit before. This shit hurt.
I'm telling you, bro, it hurt, nigga.
Go to the doctor and therapy every day.
I'm sitting here stiff as a fuck right now. My leg hurt.
That's
locked up.
Yo, you heard me?
I do therapy every day, my nigga. Like, so I know, like,
bullet, that shit hurt, nigga.
But you heard me? But as we say, the beautiful lesson we said, no B, it's two fuck ups. You got the parent glorifying it, right? And then you got the homie. You got the big homie.
Oh yeah,
at both ends with the kid, they stuck. Believe me, because if I'm glorifying my kid as Damu, whatever, and then you got a homie telling him what to do, of course he's gonna do what the homie telling him to do, and the elder telling him to do. Why? Because it's accepted. Everything nowadays is accepted. When I came up, everything wasn't accepted.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything
is accepted by little bitch niggas that's gonna take orders. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's accepted by little motherfuckers that's gonna take orders. Like, cause you got some dude that's not gonna take nobody. I'm not taking orders from nobody. I'm gonna fuck who you are, what you are, how many niggas you got behind you, or nothing. You ain't gonna tell me that this nigga, this, that, and third, that I don't have no beef with because you got a beef with him. No. It's not happening.
Right.
That's not happening. I never been no fucking jack in the box ass nigga. Everything I did, I did on my own. But nobody never fucking Nobody never told Legend what to do with that. Everything I did on my own. You got a bunch of jack in the box ass niggas that all you gotta do is just wind them up. You wind them up. You wind them up, and they pop. They pop out the box like.
Listen to me.
Wind them up, and they pop. You know little jacket box shit? That's what they niggas is. They little jacket box. You wind them up.
Feel me. Yo, Les, you understand this, right? Understand this, bro. Look, you are from a different cloth. Like a lot of dudes from a different cloth. Know what I mean? So of course, certain things you didn't do. We was taught in the crib for 2 days.
Let me cut your wisdom real quick.
Dead serious.
Listen, we all from the same cloth when you in the streets. The streets is one cloth, bro.
Nah.
It's one cloth. It's one. Yes, it is. It's one cloth in the streets. They don't love it. There's no rules or nothing. There's no parameters, no rules, no nothing. There's one cloth in the streets, bro, and there's no love. That's it. That's the cloth. There's no love.
Listen.
What are you talking about? There's no love.
That's it.
I was talking one female, right?
That's what niggas don't understand. They think it's more shit to the streets than the fact that it's no love, nigga.
It's it's only one thing to the streets. It's either you gonna die,
there's no love. They live both ways, bro.
Or you gonna slide through. I was talking one female, which was my moms. Every person you look at is plastic. Now you can see through plastic. It's plastic. If you don't observe the people that you're around, or the people you're around, the circle you're around.
What the fuck you think they doing what they doing? Because they observing the people they're around. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why they do what they doing, because they observe the people they're around. They don't come outside and do this shit. They observe the people they're around, and then they start doing this shit. This is what I'm trying to say.
But listen, but it's each their own. I didn't observe. I observed certain things, but at the same time, the same token, I knew who to be with, who not to be with. and shit like that. I knew that from the top. I go in the corner and already know, and I can point out every dude who is who's not who, this, that, and the third in the corner, because I observe everybody was around. It's like saying like everybody you're around you could treat the same. You can't. Every person you're around is different. So I can't do what I do with another dude with another dude. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time, the kids now is so blind, they don't observe who they're around. They be with the enemy and don't even know they're with the enemy. You get what I'm saying?
They observe what they listen. They observe what's around. That's what
that's it. Like majority of the time,
what's around. But they think that shit is the norm. They think it's cool. That's why they doing what they doing. You can't say they're not observing. Because the person observing.
No, listen. I'm not saying they're not observing. Get what I'm saying? Look, they're not personalizing what they're around. They're not personalizing what they're around. To them, the kids nowadays now feel that, all right, I could do this, and I'm gonna get props for this, and this is how it's gonna be. When we came up, we wasn't trying to go no jail. I don't give a what you did. You was not trying to put handcuffs on.
No, that's
but look, I was a little dumb nigga. Look, I was a little dumb nigga. I was a little dumb nigga back in the day. When I seen certain niggas go to jail and they survive, I'm like, I know I can go to jail and survive. This nigga did it. Like,
but everybody's different. Yeah, but
just because that nigga go to jail, survive, and ain't get cut and shit like that, don't mean I ain't go to jail. I never got cut and shit like that.
You can survive. Yeah, you can survive, but in the back of your mind, you're not trying to go. You wasn't trying to go to the pen. You know what you do when it leads to going to the pen, but you're not trying to make it. You're not trying to go outside and put the handcuffs on me. Yo, I did X, Y, and Z.
No,
you're not trying to do that.
And you're not trying to go outside and say, "I want to die today. I want somebody to kill me." Why these like? That's the part that be weird, bro. I don't get it, bro. Like, oh man.
I was kind of all in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew, like, my karma came back to me for all the shit I did.
No, each his own. That's what I'm saying too. No, except, if you outside, bro, you doing those kind of things, bro. I mean, if that comes back, you gotta accept that.
Comes back. It comes back. Like, but see, like, the difference between me and a lot of motherfuckers, I'm man enough to wear my shit when it comes back to me, no matter how it comes back. I'll wear it. I'm still content. I'm still here. Like, so I wear whatever came back to me. Like, nothing really came. There's only a few incidents that really came back to me with all the shit I did. Cause I was crunching shit for decades. Like, I ain't gonna get into all that though. Like, but I say that to say this. Like, I'm strong enough to wear my shit.
That's it.
Everybody, that goes back to me saying that everybody not strong enough to survive. Like, what motherfuckers went through. I got 4 state numbers. Never been cut in jail, never been nobody never took nothing from me in jail. I was on the phones all day long in jails, and I'm not glorifying none of this shit. Like, because like you gotta be a real motherfucker to do the things that I was doing.
And you gotta tell them that because
you have to be a real motherfucker that stands on.
Gonna end up there, and they gotta understand that there's politics to that jail shit too, nigga. Some of y'all ain't gonna be able to use a phone.
There's a lot of politics.
Some of y'all not gonna be able to eat. Some of y'all not gonna.
Your man's ain't gonna send you nothing. Your man's ain't gonna send you nothing. If they not fucking your girl, one of they mans go fuck your girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your man might not fuck your girl. Your man might not fuck your girl, but he might plug one of his mans in with your girl. Shit like that. Like, real shit. Like, shit is nasty. Like, so like, if you want to go through that shit, like,
then you better hope you official enough to use the phone when you get there to even try to call your girl. Because
exactly,
I remember people not being able to.
And the girls know too, though. Like they know too, like because they go see the dudes that's locked up, so they know. But you're not on the phone like that, like you're not a factor in there like you was out here. Like you different in there than you was out here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so,
there's a lot of politics in there that dudes think because they watch these podcasts and see it's a lot of politics.
Niggas come out and glorify one side of jail.
Nigga, every day I hit my pillow, nigga, I cried, nigga, in jail, nigga.
It'll only be some people. Not everybody's story that wasn't funny. Was a good time in there.
Jail, look, I've been home 22 years.
I
know some of them.
Was it funny?
Like, don't get me started, but
you seen the post I put up today? You seen the post I put up today on Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, hell yeah.
About the bang chips. I said, I done seen a lot of niggas get packed up over these bags of chips. That's real shit. I done seen niggas get crunched over a bag of chips in jail. Niggas like,
oh my God.
Bangs. Like, niggas will crunch you over them shits like that. You go to commissary, you buy the last 5 bags and you ain't nobody, they on your ass.
Yeah.
You nobody, you bought the last 5 bags, your bangs? Yeah, all right. Watch when we get back to the crib.
Yeah, them and the fucking pancakes.
Them
like, fucking
that nigga better get that shit together. Like, y'all want to go through this bullshit?
Nah, dead ass.
Nigga,
I done seen niggas have rides with fucking mess hall chicken, getting stabbed up with mess hall fucking chicken. Like, shit that I wasn't eating. I was always fortunate. I was always fortunate every time I was in jail. I never really ate that jail food. I always got packages and commissary. I was, thank God, for all the people that always held me down. Y'all know y'all. There's too many in the name, whatever, but y'all know y'all. Thank God for the real ones, whatever case may be. Like, so I was always fortunate. I got my visits. I stayed on the phone, got my packages, like, and I'm not glorified. Everybody's not gonna have an easy road like that.
Well, I wasn't like, my first bid, my mom.
Everybody talking they real out here. If you real out here, you was really real. Listen, if you was real out here in the streets and you was really real, motherfuckers would take care of you when you were away. I got 4 state numbers. Right. Every time I went away, motherfuckers took care of me because I was real out here. Niggas knew if they had an issue, I'm coming, no matter what it is. If I can help you, I'm gonna help you. No matter what it is, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it.
Even still, jail is a different kind of world. So even you could be the goodest and greatest out here, you could have them sending you $1 million in jail. If you know who you is, you still can't even send that money how you want to. You can't even like. You gonna be like that's like I don't want them to ever like confuse or think like no nigga.
Yeah, I was trying to get out
about that. I'm saying I had like kind of like a red carpet out because. Like I had a solid foundation, and I'm solid with myself. I'm solid enough with myself to be in there with amongst a bunch of fucking wolves and still be me and still come out on top without fucking joining the gang. You understand what I'm saying? Because most niggas get in there and they see them numbers, they get scared. Oh, I can't get on the phone. I'm gonna turn blood.
Yeah, because they go give me a 5-minute start time because I'm home. Yeah, don't get me started. That's another episode.
Nigga, I had an hour and I'm neutral, like. I was calling niggas at 10:30 every night from up north. Yo, you couldn't touch that phone after 6.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Both my first bid, my mom let me feel it. Like, nigga, I'm gonna let you feel this one. No, I'm gonna let you feel your first one. But when I was in there, nigga, I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. I didn't really give a fuck about the phone. I ain't give a fuck about the phone, TV, nothing. I ain't give a fuck about nothing. My main object was I'm getting
I gotta talk to my people. That's my lifeline. I gotta talk to my people. I need my packages. I gotta talk to my people.
Listen, that was my lifeline. Why? Because it's nothing I can do for you or help you do. I'll give you a little bit of knowledge, but I did. That's
that goes back to me saying I was fortunate because I could talk about it now because I was getting the bag in it. So that also kind of comes with me being a real motherfucker too, because that goes back to me saying I'm neutral. I never was in gang a day in my life. So a motherfucker that's neutral and you getting the bag in there, niggas gonna be on your ass. They couldn't be on my ass from a real motherfucker like. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not glorifying jail. I'm gonna get off this topic anyway and bring it back to what I was literally talking about all the shootings and shit with the kids and shit like that. Like, but we brought up the jail thing to let you know where it leads to, whatever shit like that. Like, but I want to get off that topic, whatever shit like that. I don't want to keep glorifying what motherfuckers doing in jail. It's like what I was doing, whatever, how I was living in jail. That shit is corny. I'm here in the real world right now. Like, but
you heard, it show, like 1 second. Like you heard me? To let off a gun and you get 25 to life. So you risk your life from 1 to 5 2 minutes for 25.
You don't think that little 14-year-old nigga crying right now?
Yes, the fuck he is. Crying ain't the word.
What's that, Grandma? Hold on, Juju, what's that?
Sound funny on my end.
A little bit, yeah. It sounds like a little staticky, whatever. But you can still hear you, bro. Huh?
I said I might have to cut it short.
All right, now we good. We go wrap it up right here, like that, like, you know what I'm saying? GRAMO Goose podcast, members only, like GRAMO Goose, Juju Bang, Ella Dawn, like, give a shout out to my man, Style Salute, you know what I'm saying? Guap Bop, you know what I'm saying? Blazing Charisma, repping right, you know what I'm saying? Down at NC, like, we go put the link up so you can order your shirts, whatever, like, the GRAMO Goose shirts is coming too. Give it, you move on everything, like, gangsters, relatives, and members only, like, we gonna have it all, like, so, like, all the kids, man, like, just wake up, man. Like, parents, like, get your kids for the streets, get your kids, man. Like, because the streets don't love them. Like, streets ain't go take your kids while they in jail doing 25 to life for doing some shit. It definitely is, like, but I love y'all. Blessed day to the real. Solid salute to everybody, man.
Love is love.